Hi everybody, Cher here with you. Welcome to my channel. So today I have kind of a little different video that I'd like to share with you. I am going to give you a little tour of my new craft space. I am so excited. I finally have my own designated area in the house just for me and my crafts, well, and our guests as well. My craft room is also going to be kind of a dual purpose room because it's also our spare room. But you know what, we hardly ever get guests and this room was just kind of going unused. And during quarantine time, I was bound and determined to get this room to the way I wanted it and to make it functional for me. And I can't wait to share it with you. So here we go. So here is our spare room, and I've done a little bit of rearranging and tidying up in here, and I just love how cozy and inviting this looks. I definitely will be changing out some of these artwork pieces because we've had these for a long time and I'm just kind of tired of them. I definitely can do better with these, I think, but I'm really loving just the way it's looking down here so far. I'm just going to show you a little bit more here of the room. We go around. This furniture I've had for a really long time, so this was nothing new. But this part over here in this corner, this is my new crafting space, and I couldn't be more pleased with the way this turned out. Now, the whole process came about with me finding this desk on Facebook Marketplace, believe it or not. So it's not a new desk, it's a new to me desk, and it only cost me $40. I mean, it's not perfect, it's got scratches and it's missing a little door and it's a little, bowed on the top there. But you know what, I love it. I couldn't be happier with it because I didn't really want anything brand new. I was looking around and they're really expensive and I knew I wanted an L-shaped desk, and yeah, I couldn't justify the cost of getting a new one. And I didn't want to, it's kind of like getting a new car. You're always kind of worried about putting the first scratch on it and all that kind of stuff. And I knew I was just going to be using this for craft. And yeah, so I wasn't concerned that it wasn't new. So I'm so happy to have found this awesome desk. The only problem with this one that I, have kind of found is that it just doesn't have much storage as far as like drawers or anything like that. So I had this already in my stash, so I just kind of emptied it out and I've put, like pens and scissors and my glue gun and stuff like that that I use all the time. And it's working out really, really well for me. And then I also had this little table in we had this kicking around. It was actually storage. I hadn't been using it and I thought it would work perfectly for my Cricut, and it does. And yeah, I just pull it out from the wall a little bit whenever I'm cutting anything, and yeah, it works perfectly, and it's just so handy here with my desk area. And then I'll just show you one other thing that I did. So down here, I decided I'd put one of these little command hooks on the side of the desk, and I'm using that to store my cutting mats for my Cricut. And it works awesome. This way they're not taking up space anywhere else, and they're being, they're laying flat. And yeah, it's just a perfect spot to store those. Okay, so I have to bring you a little closer. This is my daughter, Megan. For those of you that don't know, I have a daughter, and this was taken when she was 2 years old. She's now going to be turning 16 here pretty soon. So yeah, that was taken a little while ago. Super, super cute. Oh my goodness. So I've had many questions over the years, people asking me how I store all of my fairy garden items. And let me tell you, I have a lot of stuff, and during quarantine time I actually did go through my stash and I did get rid of a bunch of things that I just was not using and knew I probably never would. So I definitely downsized my stash, but I still have quite a lot. Now, because this is a spare room, I have these dressers just sitting here. They were empty and not being really utilized. I went through and I just kind of grouped all of the kind of like things together, the different seasons and things like that together. So I'm just going to show you how I did that. And that to me is the best way that I could come up with as far as organizing all this stuff, because I just have so much. So yeah, I've just kind of got certain things in here that I use. These are all my little figurines and all that kind of stuff in this one. And in the top drawer, these are all my trees. Oh my goodness, I have quite the assortment of Christmas trees. So that's what's in there. And then in the third drawer, this one's actually really heavy. You'll probably recognize a lot of these pieces. These were purchased from Dollar Tree. I absolutely love, love, love the truck and the trailer that they came out with this spring. So I did pick up a number of those, and I actually did make a few spring fairy gardens, and I sold them. Actually, Megan and I did that during quarantine time. It was something that we could do together, and we really had a lot of fun doing that. So I definitely still have lots that I can make more. And then, of course, I've just got some other neat little items here. And then in the next drawer, this is where I'm storing all of my Cricut supplies. So I've got my vinyl all here, and then I've got all my shelf liners that I've gotten from Dollar Tree mainly, and I use that for when I'm making stencils, and then I also use the clear stuff for when I'm using it to transfer onto things. So it works really good. Great little tip if you haven't seen that yet. It's very cost effective to do it that way rather than spending $10 a roll on vinyl, especially if you're just making stencils, you're gonna be throwing it away anyways. Yeah, so I always have a really good supply of that stuff on hand at all times. So I'm utilizing this dresser for storage as well. I'll just kind of show you a few things here. So in this drawer, I have, again, just all kinds of goodies. Got little signs in this container here, and just kind of a Mod Podge of things. You might notice these are the little houses I just got from Dollarama the other day, and I can't wait to do something with those. And in this drawer, again, I have quite an assortment of goodies. And in this box, I have a bunch of animals. All my animals are in there. So it's nice that I can kind of just group things together, so when I am looking for something, at least I know where to find them. And then this drawer here is my Christmas drawer. Got some little houses and all different kinds of things in there. This one's a little bit of Christmas and other things. And this bottom one is my fall and Halloween drawer. Got a lot of fall items, which will be coming pretty soon, and I can't wait. That is one of my favorite times to decorate. Now behind these doors is actually the best part. This is a nice big walk-in closet that totally was not being utilized. It was stuffed full of extra blankets and duvet covers and sleeping bags and crafting stuff. I literally couldn't even walk around in there or move around in there. And so that was my main goal, was to get this closet cleaned out and strictly only containing things that had to do with my crafts, things that I wanted to be able to get at easily, things that I could see what I had and utilize, because I had so much stuff that I really didn't even know what I had because it was all buried. So let me show you how I've organized all this stuff. All right, so it's not perfect. It's still a little bit of a work in progress, but oh my gosh, look, I can see the floor and I can actually walk into my walk-in closet. Now, I went to Walmart and I purchased a whole bunch of these big clear plastic bins. I wanted clear so that I could see what was in them. I still have to go back and label everything so that I know exactly what's in them, but I can see and I know kind of basically what's in them. So what I did was I just emptied out this closet and I emptied out the other closet across the hall, and I just basically, anything that was craft related over there came over here, and anything that was not craft related went over there. So yeah, it took me a really long time, and it was a good thing I had 3 months off and being stuck at home, because this is what I was busy doing. And I gave away a ton of stuff. I took a ton of stuff to Value Village. I gifted a bunch of stuff. I sold some stuff. It was quite a big job, but I feel so much better now that that part of it's done. And now I know exactly what I have, and I can see what I have, and I can actually get in here and get at it, which is awesome. Now over here, I didn't get to this part. These actually are all rubber stamps. I have an amazing selection of rubber stamps, and this wasn't my doing. These actually were my mom's. I actually inherited all of these rubber stamps when she passed away about 13 years ago. I think she's been way gone now. Oh, miss her every single day, and I just haven't had the heart to do anything with this stuff. I moved it all here when I came, And yeah, I do use them on occasion, like, but only a few of them. And I really do need to go through these. It's just a really hard thing for me to do. It's like, you know, there's just such sentimental attachment to this stuff. It's a piece of my mom, and it was something that her and I actually used to do together. Her and I made my wedding invitation. We made Megan's birth announcements when she was born. I have a lot of fond memories with her, making stuff with her, and even Megan did a little bit too. Yeah, so I just haven't had the heart to part with any of this stuff yet, but one day I will. What I really want to do is find some people that would really, really appreciate this stuff, and get as much enjoyment and fulfillment out of making things with them that my mom did. She just absolutely loved making cards and creating things, and she was really good at it. And like I said, it brought her a lot of joy. And I know that it would make her really happy to know that it went to somebody that would really, really value it and be happy to have it. So that's my plan. I just haven't quite got there yet. I'm not quite ready to let them go yet. So when I do, I'm definitely going to have a lot more room, and I can organize things in the drawers, which maybe I can pull out some of my fairy garden stuff from the dressers. So when we do have guests, they'll actually be able to put their clothes in the dressers. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way everything's been kind of organized. I mean, I know where everything is. I've got my fairy gardening stuff. I've got ribbons all in one container. I've got paper. I've got flowers. I've got all my little fairy garden houses. Let's see. I've got all my plastic bags that I make my gift baskets with. I've got embellishments. This one, I think that's stickers. Let's see, these are all my succulents from the Dollar Tree. This is a bin that has everything in it that you need to make bath bombs. Megan and I love to make bath bombs. So I've got everything all there. We can just grab the bin and go. This is all socks, and this is all socks and stuff to make sock snowmen and gnomes and all that kind of stuff. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love making that kind of stuff. And then this bottom bin is all pebbles and rocks that I use for my fairy gardening. So as you can see, I've got everything pretty much organized. I could tidy it up a little better, but you know, it works for me for now. And then in this bin over here, Megan and I do a lot of painting. So what I did was I just put everything into this one drawer, fit perfectly. And then anytime we want to do a painting, we just pull this whole drawer out and take it to wherever we want to paint. And then this one's got all the painting supplies that you could possibly need. I got sandpaper, paintbrushes. I've even got Mod Podge in there, but I got a little bit of everything in there. Anything painting related is in that drawer. Yeah, and then the rest is just kind of got, it's not all stamps. I do have pens and felts and different things like that, scissors and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what I got going on in here. But I'm so happy that I can actually walk in here and I don't feel like this huge weight over my shoulders, because it was a big, big job, and I'm just so glad that I managed to get it done, and I just did a little bit at a time. So if any of you have a big, big job, like something like this, that's just kind of weighing you down, take it in little chunks. Don't try to do it all in once, because I was the same. I just put it off for such a long time, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and I just kept throwing more and more stuff in here until I literally couldn't even move. So it felt, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't even explain how it felt just to get all this cleaned up and got rid of the things that I don't need. And I didn't even feel guilty. I didn't try not to think about how much money I'd spent on things. I just wanted it done. So it feels amazing. So that's everything that I have to share with you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed my little tour. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. I can't wait to get creating here in my new space. It makes me so happy to come in here and just be able to feel like, oh, finally I have my own area. I don't have to stop a project and put it away before I finish something. You know, I can leave it out and come back to it. It's just such a great feeling. So I hope this has inspired you guys. If you don't have a space of your own, try to carve out a little area somewhere in your home so that you can have a space for yourself. It really, really is awesome. And I think all of us crafters need that. So that's everything that I have to share with you guys today. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe and healthy. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.